What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with some more Shwabadi featuring HazTik LOID FORGER rap. I'm not familiar with this anime, which I think it may help, right? Same thing as his ranking of kings. I feel like since I wasn't familiar with it, I was able to understand that undertone that he had in his music. And I'm always searching for undertones, always, to see if you got things that relate to the artist. And sometimes it could just be about the anime, but that's the fun part about it. Now, I've heard some things about this song. Okay, y'all guys was telling me that this goes litty. That is something different. Okay. Let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up, man. I'm always for that musical unknown, those musical leaps and bounds that artists take. It's what I live for, baby. Let's go.
Shwabadi is going crazy.
Okay, I don't know, sound like he's on that xylophone. It's filtered a little bit, but it's absolutely on crack, you know. And then he adds the glitch effects. You know, here's the thing about that, the glitchiness. I find, you know, as I start producing tracks, when it comes to that glitchiness, is that it's very easy to overdo those stuttering effects, like overdo it. You know, it really takes some musical what's the word looking for? Not induality, but kind of like an innate talent to kind of listen to it and then kind of feel out where you're going to add it at, so where it doesn't disrupt the entire integrity of what you're trying to do. Because you obviously want the rhythm to still continue, right? But you want to get these effects across the listener. And I think you're doing a pretty good job with it. Well placed ones. Now, let's get into these lyrics. Bass going dummy.
Through armor, 2 steps ahead, like I read the manga. I don't mind reading, I am not on your school, I'm like leading. I grab with honors, twilight, I might go wild and switch up. Silence around me, I keep the thing to. Powers that be might send me to fix up. They'll trade your life for freedom for a quick buck. Cool as the
Yo, that's what's up. Shwabadi said he found a family, right? So I don't know this anime. Shwabadi found a family. Nerdcore family and everything. I think he said something about people trying to school him and everything, let him know, because, you know, Shwabadi's been in this game. But bro, does the track is literally doing musical gymnastics in our ears. There's just so much small little details, and he's like, you don't even know what to focus on. And he didn't even stop there. He just he moved it to the lyric, to his voice, because what a lot of people, and I'm not sure if you guys know, but obviously, you know, the human voice is an instrument as well. So you want to treat it as part of the track instead of you just treating your vocals as something you just lay over an instrumental. No, the vocals are as part as the instrumental, just as much as all the stuff that you use to build it. You know what I mean? And that's what we're hearing, kind of like this layering. Literally, the vocals don't sound out of place. You got all this craziness going on in the background. And guess what? Your vocals are doing the craziness as well, instead of you just kind of rapping over it with a couple of high performances here, high performances there. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I can imagine what his whole entire arrangement looks like. Must got crazy effects everywhere. Aspirin. Assassin. double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Assassin. Assassin. People that are fun us around me finally got on my brain. I could have counted a funny feeling, so when did I change? I could have counted a funny feeling, so when okay. I thought I was doomed to the lonely life of the person I'm ruined. Dream that is stopping the fun, then you get no mercy from me. This is why I put my life in. Copy it, I say it's your time. He was HazTik. But when I'm done, he gon' be headline. When I saw her, knew she telling me. She can love my mess, but she killing me. But I know she got secrets. That those party, even if that's today. Cause you never know how it go. Kiss my brother head. When I leave my home, daddy's coming back. I won't leave you know. Tragedy I see. You won't have to know. You won't have to fight. It's bloody war. Blood that I shed. It's a rhythm more. Look into his eyes. Please forgive me, Lord.
was cold. I said that your name on the line, then I gotta hit you. See, I'm the type to get you printed up in a double issue. And the stakes way too high for the lazy to ever miss. To catch a body, go to church, I didn't know what it's all about. Cause God don't talk and the preacher corrupt. And my girl got baggage, my daughter don't know. So I do say dance to the black double drum. And I think that I've done.
Yo, I just now realized I don't think this song has a hook. It doesn't. Okay, for some reason that riff at the end reminded me of something. I feel like it's from like a house or a techno song. I don't really know, but that's besides the point. Yeah, that yo. So check this out. Generally, it's kind of like when one of your five senses are robbed, right? So that means your other four senses got to. They don't necessarily have to pick up the slack, but they're that much more stronger because you're not allocating resources to the other one, right? So reason why I bring that up is because there's a number of reasons why you don't want to include a hook. In this case, he had the instrumental just going absolutely crazy. And if you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure you do, that music sometimes says a lot more than what a vocal could say, right? And it's up for interpretation about how it makes you feel. I feel whimsically nutty. I feel like if somebody on the Wiz was breakdancing, this is what they would be listening to. Off the golden path, right? Off the golden road, on this beat path road or something like that. But since he put all, since the instrument was just so nutty there and there wasn't a hook, that means he was able to focus those resources elsewhere. And that could be within the vocal performance or the editing and everything. But the crazy thing about this is that you could say that he put more effort into this song, because there's one thing to kind of maybe rearrange some beats or patterns and everything to make the hook stand out a little bit more. To make it evident that it's a hook, and then do some singing or whatnot. It's another thing to take the beat, make it coherent, and make it stand out so much to where you can know that it's the hook and it still bangs. And at the same time, you go put all that lost energy that you have from not making a hook into your vocals, into the performance. Yo, this whole entire thing was banging, right? Right. It's these type of ventures that I think Game Boy Jones is making the ventures as well. And Shwabadi actually, as I think of it right now, actually all of them, DPS, Rustage, Fable, all of them, they all making these ventures that was just kind of pushing nerdcore up into what it didn't sound anything like this 2 years ago, nothing like this, but it's pushing things forward. And I love to see artists take this chance, because I do know sometimes your fan base kind of gets, used to a certain sound. So, and if this is your living, which I believe it is, Shwabadi, then it's scary, right? Taking these type of leaps and bounds, because you don't know how your audience is going to be receptive to it. I'm going to tell you one thing. You always going to find some receptive here. I love the new. I love when people challenge and push the boundaries, right? I feel like once you do that, you're more quicker to finding your sound than you are to kind of just following, the same stuff that's been done, and I believe that when it comes to growing and evolving as a producer, and that's another crazy thing, is that Shwabadi, they produce their own stuff, right? People got to realize how much power that you have when you can produce your own tracks. And one of the number one excuse that I hear for rappers who don't know how to produce is that it takes too long, right? That it takes 3 times the amount of time to put out a song. But it's not all bad, you know what I'm saying? Just because something is taken doesn't mean nothing is given, right? The given, right, and especially if you can execute this, is that you're going to realize your sound a whole lot quicker. I mean, you're going to be able to flow like you want to. I always thought that whenever somebody finds a beat that you're still somewhat constricted, right? You're still, unless you're working with an in-house producer, you know what I mean? If you're cruising around and you finding a beat that you want to rap on and whatnot, you're still constructed to what that person had in mind. Somebody, as far as like the rhythm and the pockets and everything. Of course, you can make your own. There are obviously exceptions, but there's still that constriction versus you sitting there in a DAW and you saying, bro, I'm about to do this and this and this, right? And then you go into the DAW and then you craft that around it. Like your sound is going to be so evident. Of course, like I said, there are exceptions, but anyways, went off on a tangent as I usually do whenever I hear something amazing. Shwabadi, HazTik, y'all killed this. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.